Hey, what is up, you guys? My name is Kath and welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. Moving has really been such a process. This still is not my permanent filming setup, but we're getting there. I'm gonna have some more pretty lights in the background and some more lights behind. So yeah, this is just a temporary thing. I just wanted to get something up because it really has been a minute. So today I'm going to be talking about brushes. I'm going to be going over my favorite affordable brushes that aren't Morphe. And this is not to shade Morphe. I have some Morphe brushes that I really love. I just know that a lot of people are very against Morphe because their whole marketing niche is to just have every single influencer push their brushes and all of their products. So I understand why some people aren't a fan of that, and Morphe is sort of the most commonly recommended affordable brush line or brand. If you are not a fan of Morphe and you want some affordable brushes, this can maybe give you some ideas. So a couple things before we get started. My Wet n Wild giveaway did end and the winner has been contacted and has accepted the prize, so that giveaway is officially over. Thank you so much to everyone who entered. I was like scared that no one was gonna enter. But I'm totally gonna be doing more giveaways in the future. Hopefully we'll be getting another one up in the next 2 weeks to a month. So definitely stay tuned for that. So last thing before I start talking about my favorite brushes, if you could go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I typically post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. I've been a little bit of a mess the past couple of weeks, but that will change now that I actually have a space to film again. So for foundation, my favorite foundation brush that's affordable is definitely the Makeup Revolution Foundation Drops brush. I just got this maybe 6 weeks ago and I'm absolutely in love with it. I think it's really great for applying foundation if you're wanting a more sheer natural finish with your foundation, and since it's summer, that's definitely what I've been leaning towards lately. You definitely don't have to use this with just drop foundations. I've been trying this out with a lot of my foundations and it really works with most of them. I don't think I've had a problem with any of my foundations. There are just some foundations where I still would rather apply them with a sponge, but this was about 10 bucks, I believe, on Makeup Revolution's website, and I'm hoping that their brush line comes to Ulta soon, so that way you don't have to pay to get it shipped from the UK. In terms of sponges, I actually don't have one of my absolute favorite affordable sponge right now, and that is the Real Techniques sponge. I know a lot of people who owned that sponge a while ago are not a fan of it anymore because they say that Real Techniques has changed the formula. It's not a formula, it's a sponge, but say that it's changed throughout the years and it's not as good of a quality as it used to be. But I personally am really happy with it, so I don't know, I guess that just means it was even better before, or I don't know, everyone has their own opinions. Another affordable sponge that I really like is this Beauty Junkies sponge. I actually got this on Amazon and I believe it was 10 bucks for 2 of these. And they have the flat top and they definitely do the trick. They absorb water really well. The only reason that they're not my absolute favorite compared to the Real Techniques one is that they're not as porous, which I guess is good for applying foundation because it's not soaking up as much of the product. But when it comes to powdering your under eye, because I really like to powder my under eye with a sponge, it just kind of clumps up in there and gets really cakey. So that's the only reason this isn't my absolute favorite, but for the price I really don't think that this could be beat. For brows, I really like the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo brush. This is the angled brush on one end and the spoolie on the other end. This is a really great dupe for those Anastasia Beverly Hills brushes. This brush is going to be anywhere from $1 to $3 at the drugstore depending on where you live. I think most of the time it's $1 or $2 when I get it. And I'm not gonna lie, this isn't the highest quality brush in terms of construction. I think I'm on my second or third one of this in the past year because this part just sort of starts to wiggle and falls off. But when I did have the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 18 brush, That also only lasted me about 1.5 years. So if you do the math, like the price that you're spending over time on either of them, this one's still a better deal, even though you have to repurchase it more often. And other than that, like this does the exact same thing. Like I'm not too picky about my eyebrow brushes. I know some people need it to be incredibly thin, and if you're someone who likes to literally draw each individual hair in, this might not be the best choice for you, but for me, this really does the trick. My first brush set that I got from BH Cosmetics was the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Blending Brush Set, and I was just absolutely blown away by it. That one came with a highlight brush, a big tapered blending brush, and a small tapered blending brush, and I can only find the small tapered blending brush right now, but this one is amazing. This one is really great for applying transition shades or light crease colors. And then the smaller one is really great for defining the outer corner of your eye. I really wish I could find it right now. It's just one of those things that I have yet to unpack, but it's an amazing brush. I have been so blown away by the Studio Pro line. Like the brushes hold up so well. They blend amazing. Like they just feel so luxurious, and they're so affordable. For the blending eye set, I got 3 brushes for $7, and that's regular price. BH Cosmetics has sales all the time. Another one I really like that's not included in that set is the BH Cosmetics number 5 brush, the Studio Pro number 5. And this one's really good for deepening up the crease because it's still round and fluffy, but it's a little bit more dense than the other ones from the blending set. So I really like this one as well. I actually just ordered some more brushes from BH Cosmetics. I'm really excited to try them out. I have just been blown away by the quality of their brushes. Like, I don't understand why everyone isn't talking about BH Cosmetics brushes because they are amazing. These next two that I'm going to talk about are from the Real Techniques Flawless Base set. So the whole set is $19.99 and you get 4 brushes. So my favorite brush from that collection is the lip brush, and not because I use it as a lip brush. I actually use this to carve out my crease when I'm doing a cut crease or a half cut crease, and it just works beautifully. I know some people really like a flat topped brush when they're carving out a crease, but I love the round tip of this. It's a very flat, thin brush, but it has this roundness that just makes it so natural to just like get up in there and carve out a crease. So like this is all I use to carve out my creases like ever. So my other favorite brush from that collection is the contour brush, which as the name implies, I use it for contouring and bronzing. It's nice because it's like the perfect shape to fit in the hollows of your cheekbones, but it's still fluffy enough that you can blend out with it, so you're not just getting like a straight up line. So that's super nice. Really love this brush as well. I've had this one for years and years, and I still reach for it like every time I do my makeup. 2 more from Real Techniques. So I really love the setting brush. This is $8 if you buy it alone, or you can buy it in a couple of their sets, I believe. So I do occasionally use this to set my T-zone, but what I mostly use this for is highlighting. It's just the perfect shape to highlight along your cheekbones, in my opinion. It just always places really perfectly, helps you blend it out without over blending and making you look like a little tin can. Alright, and this is the last one from Real Techniques. So when I got this one, it was called the Accent Brush, and I'm looking on their website and I don't think they call it that anymore. I believe this is their smudge brush now. You can get it in their eye smudge and diffuse set, which is $9. When I got this, I got it in a set of 4 eye brushes, and this is the only one that I really like from that. So I like to use this one either under my eye or on my inner corner if I'm going for a really subtle inner corner highlight. Typically, if I want like a very popping inner corner highlight, I just use my pinky, but I will use this, or I like to just drag the highlight down along my inner eye to really open up the eye. This brush is very, very great for that. This is the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. I believe this is also between $1 and $3 depending on where you live and what your drugstore is charging. And this is another one that's really, really great for the outer corner of your eye. are just like the perfect shape, especially if you're going for that like winged shadow look. It just defines the outer corner of your eye so well. And this one is also very great for going under the eye if you know you're going to want a more smoked out under eye shadow. This is really great for that as well. And I believe that is it for what I'm going to talk about today, but these are my hands down absolute favorites. Like if you're a beginner looking to really get a bunch of brushes to play around with, these are the ones that I would hands down recommend. I reach for them the most out of any of my other brushes. I think they're very reasonably priced. They've all held up very well as I've washed them. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on affordable brushes that aren't Morphe. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you like this type of content. And that is it. I will see you guys next time. Bye!